Welcome to Case Series. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more courtroom drama.
Hey, shut the door. Come back here. Come back here.
What's going on?
Hey, pulled you over. Take your hands out of your pockets.
Okay.
Pulled you over today.
Okay.
Because you have a suspended driver's license. I ran your tags.
Okay.
And I found that the registered owner was
Now can you do
driver's license and registered
You say,
owner.
you say, hey, what?
Take your hands out of your pockets, please.
Okay, no.
I ran your tags.
Okay, I understand that, but don't put your hand on me.
Don't reach your hand.
Okay,
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Hey, just settle down. Yeah, we're allowed to. Why?
No, you're not.
I spent all the 10 years. You want me to explain why?
I know that you cannot do that.
You want me to explain to you why?
Cannot do that, sir. Why do you need my keys?
Why do you need my keys? About to catch a criminal charge. Why? Because you're detained for traffic offense and you're not allowed to leave. You're under arrest for driving on a suspended driver's license.
That's not a criminal offense.
It's a traffic offense.
It's a traffic offense, not a criminal offense.
I know it's a misdemeanor in said Arkansas State.
No, that's not a misdemeanor.
Okay. So just lean against this. Do it. We don't have to cover
Misdemeanor. Okay. Well, quit. Tighten it up. I'm not tightening it up.
Okay, you're about to find your way into set of handcuffs, okay? Just settle down.
Okay.
Just settle down.
Okay, am I being detained?
Yes, you're under arrest.
What's your RAS?
What is RAS?
Reasonable suspicion of driving on a suspended license, Charles.
That's illegal. You can't do that.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's case dives into the bizarre world of sovereign citizens. You know, those self-proclaimed free men who think traffic laws don't apply to them. Our star today? Charles Hutton, a man convinced he's above the law, despite sitting behind the wheel of a registered vehicle tied directly to his suspended license. What starts as a simple traffic stop quickly unravels into a masterclass of confusion, denial, and unearned confidence. But here's the kicker. Charles doesn't even realize he's behaving like a sovereign citizen. Let's see just how far down this legal rabbit hole he's willing to go. Here's where things get ironic. Charles insists that arresting him is illegal, but the law says otherwise. In every state, driving with a suspended license is a crime, not a suggestion. These officers are showing restraint, but Charles keeps digging himself deeper with every word. Notice how quickly this goes from a casual conversation to probable cause. When someone says, "I don't have a license," they've just confirmed the officer's reason for arrest. It's not sovereign logic, it's just simple law enforcement. And Charles, unfortunately, is about to learn that the hard way.
That's not illegal. Yes, it is. Because you have to be the traffic offense before you get up to the traffic stop.
Okay, don't argue with silly stuff. I'm not going to argue with silly stuff.
See you there.
Okay. Mr. Terry. Mr. Terry.
Yes. So what? Okay. So y'all are arresting me for suspended driver license that I don't have.
Come here. Walk right over here. Okay. So that's you.
1649.
Okay, you got behind my car.
Suspended.
Okay, I'm suspended. I didn't. Okay, you're saying I'm suspended.
Yeah, your driver's
but I
license
haven't did anything criminal.
So I ran your license plate.
But that's not criminal.
I ran your license. It's a misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas.
It's not criminal, man.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue this.
I studied law for 10 years. That's not criminal.
Now here's a classic move from the sovereign citizen playbook, pretending to understand the law better than those who actually enforce it. He says it's not criminal. But here's the truth. Operating without a valid license is indeed a misdemeanor in Arkansas. The key word? Criminal. So while Charles is busy arguing semantics, the officers are busy checking boxes, probable cause, policy compliance, and safety protocol. And that's the danger of overconfidence. You end up debating your way straight into handcuffs.
All right. Well, right now you're under arrest for driving off suspended driver's license, and I'm not going to have this silly argument anymore. Okay?
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what is all this about.
Well, I've told you 15 times.
Okay. Can I call my wife?
No, you cannot. I'm going to put this right on my seat. Okay. Is there anything in your car that can get you in trouble? Any weapons? No, I'm towing your vehicle per departmental policy. No, you can't. Go back over there, please.
He's got to drive my car. He said he's going to drive my car back.
He cannot.
Why not?
Because per department policy, I have to tow your vehicle.
Why? I mean, y'all just towing my car?
Enter 605. Start me another unit over here, please. Yeah, I'll get you a supervisor.
Can I get a supervisor? I don't want to talk to a supervisor because I don't understand this.
6416 Colonel Glenn, the coin laundromat. Your presence is being requested, sir.
That doesn't make any sense. Y'all just jump behind my car. Y'all jump behind my car.
So you have no reasonable expectation of privacy.
Run my car for no reason. Y'all had no. I wasn't speaking. I wasn't speaking. You know what? That tag is just. I need to put your court to us. Throw me in handcuffs.
We'll explain it to you about 15 times, Charles. Continue. So right now, per departmental policy, inventory search until your car. He's not a felon. I don't know why he's tripping about that. He's a felon? Do y'all know him by chance? Okay. So I ran his license plate, which you have no reasonable expectation of privacy of your license plate. We don't have to have a reason to run your license plate. We found that the registered owner of this vehicle has a suspended driver's license. We saw him in the car, pulled him over, and he jumped out immediately and started arguing with us, talking about how he studied law, which, cool, I hope he did, that's great. But it's an unclassified misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas to drive on a suspended driver's license. That's why he was put in handcuffs. He was tensing up. So to avoid a fight, we went ahead and put him in handcuffs because that's where that was going.
So he was being arrested?
Yes, for driving on suspended driver's license.
You're arresting him for a misdemeanor?
Yes. And then, so per my departmental policy.
Freedom is rights, though, when you're arrested.
We're not holding. Schindler. Okay. Let's just.
You guys. It doesn't matter. I paid them to do their job. I'm a taxpayer.
And we just got a gun from a convicted felon. Okay.
At this point, you'd think Charles would just accept what's happening. Instead, he doubles down, questioning why his car is being towed. The officers clearly explain departmental policy. When you're caught driving without a license, your vehicle gets impounded to prevent future violations. Simple, right? Yet Charles interprets it as an act of tyranny. This is where sovereign logic collapses under common sense. If you want to keep your car, don't drive illegally. It's not oppression, it's accountability.
You tell me he's under arrest. Just tell me he's under arrest for having a gun. Oh, I mentioned the gun. Hey, Mr. Terry. Yeah. Don't kick your feet out.
I'm not.
Hey, my supervisor's on the way.
Yeah, okay. But y'all pulled me up for no reason.
Pulled you over because you're driving on suspended license.
Y'all pulled me up for that's no reason. You can't do that, man.
Okay, well, right now you're under arrest for possession of firearm by certain persons because you're a convicted felon. There's a gun underneath your seat, and you're the only person in the car.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about that because that gun's registered to my wife, so I'm not worried about it.
Guns aren't registered in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
You're incorrect.
That's her gun.
Well, cool. Hey, so let's just quit this back and forth, and let's just take it in court.
I'm not worried about it, man.
Okay, cool. Okay. You seem pretty worried about it.
Yeah.
The guy in custody. So we stopped, we ran his tags, found the registered owner, and a suspended driver's license. Conducted a stop on that PC. As we're going in, we see this and he immediately jumps out, locks the door. He's putting his hands in his pockets. I told him once, I can't take your hands out of your pockets. He does it again. Brandon grabs his arm, and we're going back and forth about how he's not under arrest and studied law for 10. He's being super ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Acting like he has something in the car. Going back and forth how he studied law for 10 years. Tell me that driving on suspended is not a misdemeanor. It is. He keeps tension up. We can go ahead and cuff him. Tell him he's under arrest for driving on suspended driver's license. I'm going to tow his vehicle per department policy. Tell him that per department policy and Supreme Court case law, I'm going to conduct a inventory search of the car. I didn't say Supreme Court case law to him, but both you and I know it. So I'm going to conduct an inventory search. Look inside. Look underneath the seat where valuable things such as firearms are usually kept. So we're doing an inventory search and there's a gun, and he is a convicted felon. So he is under arrest for possession of firearm by certain persons. So he is in the backseat of the car. He has not been thoroughly searched yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Brandon, let's go ahead and get a real search on this guy.
You the sergeant? Yes, sir. Okay. What's your name, sir? I'm Charles Hunt. Charles Hunt? H-U-N-T? Hunt. Okay. Your officers, I know you see farther than them because we're going to the Supreme Court. I hope you know that. I told them I'm studying law for 10 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. There's no way these guys could have known that was me in the car. the full scope. They had no RS. Okay.
Where's RS? Go ahead and take a seat for me.
Reasonable articulate suspicion. They had none because they didn't know who was in the car. My wife could have been in the car.
We're gonna sit
For all they knew.
We're gonna sit back.
So that's why I'm taking y'all to the Supreme Court. Okay. And I'm going to get $1 million for every day I sit in jail.
Okay, well, you just gained another charge. Attempt to influence. You just gained another charge. Attempt to influence law enforcement.
No, I'm not.
Congratulations.
No, I'm not.
Kansas versus Glover is the United States Supreme Court case that clarifies that a vehicle return. Say it again, sir.
No return.
No, it has not. No, it has.
No, it is not.
Because we're doing it.
Okay. So what?
Well, we're not going to the U.S. Supreme Court because they're not going to rehear the case they just judged on in 2020.
So, Mr. Glover.
I'll get a free flight out of it. I'll see you there.
Mr. Glover, are you aware which Supreme Court case says I'm allowed to conduct an inventory search of your vehicle? Because I'm pretty sure you just said overturn just to disagree with me. Because that's quite obviously not true.
Overturn.
Here's where the story takes a darker turn. During the inventory search, the officers discover a firearm. Now that might seem routine until they run his record and find out he's a convicted felon. That immediately transforms this stop from a minor infraction into a serious felony charge. And this is why police conduct inventory searches, not to harass, but to protect public safety and document evidence. What's tragic is that Charles could have avoided all of this by simply staying calm and cooperating. Instead, his 10 years of studying law just bought him a new felony.
Okay. All right. So what is the what is the paramount pillar of Fourth Amendment involving law enforcement? What Supreme Court case?
Man, I'm not going to step with you, Steve.
Okay.
I have to step that. I appreciate it.
That's fine. I was just trying to help you understand, that's all.
No, you can't help me understand.
Come over here, please.
You understand. Y'all still under codes.
What code?
Y'all are.
What code?
You know what code.
No, I actually, that is a legitimate question. What code? Like criminal code? Is that what you're talking about?
It's color of law.
Well, yeah. Everything I've done today has been well within the color of law.
Color of law. It's not. The color of law is not law, then you know.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's not color of law, you know it's not law.
Where'd you study law?
Don't worry about all that, man.
Okay.
All that doesn't matter. Google. That's where it starts.
So, law, the contract you said.
Well, it is a contract, right?
Sure, but it's required by law to have that driver's license. And yours has been suspended. Correct. Which is a misdemeanor offense in the state of Arkansas, which is why you were taken into custody. So I was trying to explain to you, we could have avoided all of that arguing back and forth if you would just, Yes. And then, for my departmental policy, if somebody is driving on a suspended driver's license, I have to tow their vehicle. I'm not allowed to let somebody come get it. I have to tow it. And per the United States Supreme Court case law, South Dakota versus Opperman, I can conduct an inventory search of your vehicle prior to towing it. While conducting an inventory search of your vehicle, discovered a firearm underneath your driver's seat. When we ran you an ACIC, when we checked to see if your license was valid, we saw that you were a convicted felon. And you're in possession of a firearm, which is a felony offense in the state of Arkansas. So just so you're aware of everything you're being charged with, possession of a firearm by certain persons. No, you do though. I'm a police officer.
I'm trying to figure out, like, you're trying to tell me, you're trying to speak legalese to me. I'm like, dude, that's not even registered because there's certain things you don't even understand.
What just happened? Pulling over a car when the registered owner's license is suspended. It's a cornerstone case in U.S. traffic law. Yet Charles insists it's overturned. This moment perfectly captures the sovereign citizen mindset, absolute certainty built on zero research. The officers, to their credit, handle it like pros, mixing patience with subtle trolling. You can tell they've met plenty of YouTube lawyers before, the kind who confuse Google searches with law degrees.
You're being charged with possession of a firearm by certain persons, attempt to influence a law enforcement officer, driving on suspended license, and driving a vehicle with improper window tint. Because the front right passenger window on your vehicle tested to have 4% light level transmission. In the state of Arkansas, the windows to the left and right of the driver are required to have 25% or greater light transmission level. Also, upon checking you in ACIC, you discovered you had a failure to pay warrant at a Little Rock traffic court. So you're being charged with 1 count of failure to pay. And then you had 2 additional warrants at a Little Rock environmental court for failure to appear. Those warrants are LR21-422 and LR20-4168. So you're being charged with 2 counts of failure to appear out of Little Rock environmental court. Okay. Say it again, sir.
I had a cold down pat.
Yep. Expected to. It's my job. Well, tell me how I'm wrong since you're so smart. Tell me how I'm wrong. Yes, please. What did I do wrong? So I can, you studied law for 10 years, so I can do it right the next time. Okay.
Y'all let me do it right now.
Can you tell me about Terry versus Ohio? What about Pennsylvania versus Mims?
Versus Murdoch?
Mims.
Versus Murdoch?
Yeah, what about Illinois versus Wardlow? What about Maryland versus Wilson? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm asking, well, you studied law for 10 years.
You'll get there one day.
No, I'm saying.
So you studied law for 10 years.
No, I'm saying. I thought you said Murdoch versus King.
I didn't. I said Pennsylvania versus Mims.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
What about Terry versus Ohio? You know that one?
Terry versus Ohio?
Yes, sir.
What does it say?
Well, I'm asking you. You studied law for 10 years. You would know that.
What does it say?
I'm asking you.
Because you're the one telling us we don't know anything. So we're just trying to see if you got anything.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you know?
So where'd you study law? Where'd you study law?
You haven't been paying your you said Murdoch?
Well, that's one thing we do disagree with is taxes.
Y'all have a business card?
A business card? No, sir.
No.
Not a business.
City does not give us
Got the codes on the line.
Yes, sir.
every single day.
Expected to. It's my job.
The plates just show up on hot sheets, so that one did. They're not supposed to, but I know there's the third or second one that we stopped, and it's on there, but it's their car, so I don't know.
Everything's on the Admiralty and Maritime now.
Say it again, sir.
Everything's on the Admiralty and Maritime. Just remember that.
Maritime?
He's a sovereign citizen. He just doesn't know.
Where, like boats?
He's a sovereign citizen. He just doesn't know it's not where he wanted to be. One or the other.
There's such thing as sovereign citizen.
Okay. You're more Canadian then?
So the reason he's saying that is because everything you were saying is consistent with what sovereign citizens say. That's all. Say it again.
That don't even make sense, man.
Nothing you have said in the past hour has made sense.